Owen Hussein here from FightHype.com, and I'm here with a very summery-looking Frank Warren. Frank, I like the suit, a bit of yellow, a bit of light colours for the summer.
So you got, I'm feeling in a summery mood.
Talking about a summery mood, you've announced a great fight. Ohara, Davies, Jack Catterall, a fight that had been talked about for the last 18 months, even when Ohara was across on the other side. You've got the fighters together. How does that make you feel?
Well, I think it's great for the fans. These are the type of fights that the fans want to see, and we've put it together. So I'm delighted for the fans. I'm certainly delighted for the two boxers. They wanted it to happen, and it wasn't very difficult to make the fight. They wanted it, so we made it happen.
Normally we see Ohara and he's quite outlandish. He lets his thoughts go. Today that wasn't the case. He calls himself humble OD. Were you a little bit disappointed, because I know promoters love that little bit just to get the little hype around the fight?
Well, of course, everybody likes a bit of spice, I suppose, and you guys certainly like it. It obviously gets people talking. But having said that, the fight doesn't need hype in it. It is what it is. It's a great fight, and I think they've got a lot of respect for each other. And the bottom line is, on the 6th of October, we're going to see who's the best out of them in a sold-out arena in Leicester. I mean, I'm confident the venue will be sold out, and I think we're going to see a really good fight.
I assume you've got some sort of plan for the winner to go on to, the sort of upper echelon of the division, fighting for possibly a world title. Have you already planned that stage ahead?
Well, we're trying to get a tag on it as being an official eliminator. So that's what we're working on still. But irrespective of that, whatever it is, it's a great fight. And the winner will be there or thereabouts anyway, because they're top guys. I mean, they're two top guys.
Obviously, anytime you put Daniel Dubois on the card, it brings a lot of attention because he's knocking people out. He seems to have that factor of I'm not going to sort of put pressure on him or call him the young, sort of Anthony Joshua hype, but there's that pressure where Dubois coming in, knocking people out, and there's a lot of hype around him. Now he's fighting somebody very experienced in Kevin Johnson. How many more steps do you reckon Daniel needs at this level before he can make that step up?
Well, let's see what happens with Kevin Johnson first. He's a good campaigner, Kevin. He's been with some of the best fighters in the world, gone the distance with a lot of them, and he's very, very experienced. And, Daniel's a very young, professional heavyweight. He had now 8 fights, I think it is, and, he had 7 fights as a senior heavyweight as amateur. So this is all about getting experience and hopefully coming through the fight. And then after that, we can see where he's at, and we can then make a decision. What the next plan, what the next move is for us. But Daniel's a joy to work with. He'll fight anybody, but we've got to be, like I say, it's not a 100-metre race. This is a marathon what we're in. So we've got to make sure that he keeps picking up experience that gets him in the position when he challenges for these big titles that he can win them.
I want to ask about someone else. Normally, when we say Daniel Dubois on sort of a fight, we also see Anthony Yarde on the same card. But what's this sort of latest situation with Anthony Yarde? We know he's flown out to have a look at Kovalev and Bivol, but what's the situation with him?
The situation is that he'll be fighting on the 20th of October. We'll be announcing that next week.
Okay. Just want to talk about the news that broke out this week, and I think everyone's asked you, but I need to ask you myself as well. Obviously, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury sort of came out of the blue. There wasn't a lot expected, and then you came on TalkSport, you announced it, and Tyson announced it, and then Deontay Wilder yesterday came out to the Ring magazine and said, yes, 100% is happening. Talk me through that whole process. Well,
Shelley Finkel's advisor, manager, and I've been talking for a while now, and he's been talking to Al Heyman, who's also involved with him, and I think we're very, very close to getting this done. But obviously, Tyson's got a fight on the 18th. This month in Belfast, he's got to come through that. So providing he comes through that, I'm hoping we can get this on.
Is Deontay Wilder going to be attending that? Is he going to come to Belfast?
We've invited him over. So I think he will come in. Hopefully he'll come in.
And by making this fight, do you get that one-up on Matchroom and Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua by making this fight?
No, I'm representing Tyson Fury, and all I'm interested in doing, delivering what he wants, and that's what he wants. He wants to fight the best. And if this does happen, and I'm quite sure it will, I'll take my hat off to Deontay Wilder, because it's not like he's looking for fight, nobodies. He's looking to fight the best, and Tyson Fury is the lineal champion. He's the guy that never lost his belts in the ring. So whoever wins that fight, if it happens, for me, he's the number one.
I want to ask you then. Tyson said this fight possibly made in 2 days, or the negotiations happened very quickly in 2 days. Yeah, Anthony Joshua and Wilder have been going on for months. What's the difference? Why is it only taking you guys 2 days and maybe them guys so long for the fight to take place?
Well, because we want to make the fight. We're not saying we want to make it and then behind the scenes trying to get out of it. Behind the scenes, we want to make it happen, and Deontay Wilder wanted it to happen. As Deontay Wilder, I know, wanted to fight Anthony Joshua. But we want it to happen, so we're making it happen.